Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I'm going to give you the Capper Comparison Picks for the co-main and main event for Vegas, UFC Vegas 39. I apologize ahead of time. I'm extremely tired. I had a super long day, but I wasn't even going to do this video tonight. But tomorrow I have another super busy day. I got to travel down to New Jersey again, check out another job. So anyway, I'm gonna get this done so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. And be sure to check out all the other fights on the card that I've already covered, except for, the what's her name? Sam Hughes got replaced by some other girl that's gonna get beat by Lupi Godinez. I didn't cover that one because that was kind of a late notice replacement, and just like the day before yesterday, I think she came in to replace her. But anyway, Lupi she's like a 2-1 favorite. Still, I'm sticking with my Godinez pick on that. I forgot the other girl's, Selena Gomez. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. But anyway, I apologize for that, my lack of research on that. But I'm sure somebody in the comments can fill the name in, or I can go check on Tapology if I'm not so lazy. But regardless, check out the other videos that I made throughout the week covering the prelim fights and the other main card fights leading up to these phenomenal fights. You hear the sarcasm in my voice. But still, nonetheless, they will be fun fights to watch, and they are tricky fights to predict. So without further ado, let's get into these fights. I have a ton of cappers because usually I just have a new flock every time, but this week I just kept, as I was watching the videos, I just jot their name down. The next thing you know, I got a full list of cappers. Some of them I didn't use earlier, some of them I used throughout the week earlier. So, and because I'm kind of tired, I am not going to put all the links in the description after this video. I'm putting up there just for you guys to get a reference, look back and see, and most of the time the cappers go with the favorites, just like the bookies, so it's not going to be a big surprise. But there are a couple contrarian picks, and I'm going to explain why they may be valid picks. So let's get underway here and discuss this co-main event between Rude Boy Randy Brown and Night Train Jared Gooden. Okay, the favorite, the Rude Boy Randy Brown, 13-4. He's the favorite at -230. Money's been coming in on Jared Gooden because Randy Brown used to be a -251. Jared Gooden, 18-6. He's a +195. If you caught him early, if you're on the underdog here, you would have got him at +211. That's what he opened up at. I do believe when I first wrote the paper, this was earlier, like last Sunday, is when I do my first stats. So yeah, line has moved there. So Rude Boy Randy Brown. He's coming off a win over Alex Oliveira. He got the one-armed rear naked choke in round 1. Very impressive. He is 3-2 in his last 5. He also has before that he has a loss to Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque, top tier fighter. Then he beat Warley Alves, Triangle, and Brian Barberino knocked him out. So those are pretty good, but before that, he got beat by Nico Price, which is not bad look, but it happened from hammer fist off the Nico Price's back. So he's off his back and he beat Randy Brown with hammer fist. So that's kind of like, whoa, what? But anyway, Randy Brown does have a 3-inch reach advantage and a 3-inch height advantage and a 1-inch reach advantage here over Night Train Jared Gooden. He trains out of King's MMA. He used to train out of down by New York City, Lynbrook. It's a place called Budokan Martial Arts, but has since just changed his training facility to King's MMA. Pretty good move there, I'd say. He is a BJJ purple belt. He's taking on the underdog here, Jared Night Train Gooden. Now let me tell you this, Jared Gooden's coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. He trains out of a place called X3 Sports. No notable names coming out of that facility. However, he does have a rank higher BJJ belt. He's a BJJ brown belt. Interesting. Brown belt as the underdog to the purple belt. But this is mixed martial arts. It's not BJJ. So, I mean, you got to consider the striking and the other forms of martial arts. It's not just a grappling tournament. You know what I'm saying? Jared Gooden now, the Night Train is coming off a impressive win against Nicholas Stolze. And I'll be honest with you, I took the German Stolze in my last, they only fought like within the past year. But Stolze got knocked out, right? Yeah, he got knocked out in round 1. But at the time, I didn't know anything about either fighter, so it was kind of a coin flip. I think I just took the underdog on that pick. And plus, Jared Gooden was coming off back-to-back losses prior to that to Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov. No shame there. It's a Nurmagomedov. And before that, Alan Jouban, which, that's not a real good look. But I mean that is up to debate whether Alan Jouban is a quality fighter or not. I would say not, but that's just my personal opinion. Prior to that, he was a regional scene guy. He beat some dude named Trent McCown. That sounds like a second string quarterback. Sounds like Trent Dilfer and Chad McCown had an illegitimate child, and I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyway, and then before that, Jay Jackson out of Empire FC. That's a Mississippi regional thing, and Titan FC is like a Florida regional. So I mean, he had 3 fights against notable names in his past 5, and 2 of them he lost. He lost Alan Jouban, not good. Lost to Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov, not that. I mean, take it for what it is. And he beat a nobody, Nicholas Stolze, a German fighter that had nothing but cans in his resume. So you got to think Randy Brown does have the advantage when it comes to strength of schedule and resume. He's got, a lot more notable names, even though his losses are notable. Nico Price, Vincente Luque, and his wins, Warley Alves, Brian Barberina. These guys are people you've heard of. Alex Oliveira, one-arm rear naked choke. I mean, come on, how you gonna knock that? But let's get it. Like I said, I got a ton of cappers. I'm gonna be going down both sides of these, or down to both these boards. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna go down to here, but there is a couple contrarian pickers that is taking Night Train. So let's just start throwing these up. Like I said, they're not in any special order. Some of them I didn't use earlier in the week. Some of them I did. What happens, as you guys may know, I have a long commute to work. So I set my phone up on the phone holder, and when I'm getting gas and morning coffee, I search my phone, UFC Vegas 39 predictions. Whatever comes up on the feed, I press play, listen to that shit all the way to work, and jot down the names, of who they're picking, and that's how I get the list of handicappers. So if I leave you out or I didn't get to you for some reason, don't take any offense to it. I only fit so many names on this sheet, you know what I'm saying? So don't take it to heart. It's not a big deal. Okay, so let's throw these picks up right here. Taking Randy Brown, we've got this is going to be a long list. I'm going to fly through it. MMA Guru. He's the one with the knit cap out of the UK. He is taking Randy Brown by decision. For the Rude Boy, Fight Night picks. Both Matt and Craig Allen are on the side of Randy Brown. MMA Fortune Teller, the teller. Living down the street from Coconut Creek from American Top Team, taking Randy Brown. UFC Celebrities and Classics, that's my buddy, the Bulgarian Cowboy Vlad. He's taking Randy Brown cautiously, he said. In his video, he says, very cautiously. Like, that means he's just lean. He's not, you know, he's not a gambler anyway. What's going on? Bleed is taking Randy Brown. That's what's going on. Then we've got, to change my marker, then we got Bert from Bert MMA. Bert, my boy, is taking Randy Brown by decision. We've got Ray from Pick'em's podcast. What is it? MMA Pick'em's podcast, I think. I was here at Pick'em's. He's saying by decision. We've got the Stat Diggers. Both of them are staying away as on the betting scene, but they are going to side with the favorite here in Randy Brown. That's Uncle Weezy and DFS by the numbers. It's your boy, eBay's. He's got Randy Brown by decision. Pub Sports Radio had special guest Michael Cope, and Cope is taking Randy Brown. However, Clint is one of the contrarians. Pub Sports Radio. Clint is like he thinks Jared Gooden is a live dog. Clinton's notable for taking dogs. He doesn't always play the favorites, but he thinks it's a live dog. He's not saying Randy Brown is bad. He's saying Randy Brown's good and all that, but Gooden is worth the value. And that was back when he was plus 210 or something. So definitely better value then. Then we've got back down here MMA Prediction Guru taking Randy Brown. Craig Guru is saying Randy Brown should get a TK. Oh, really? In round 3. Very interesting. And finally, to close this side out, we've got, not finally, we got 2 more. We got Payne Fight Predictions saying by decision, my boy Payne. And now finally, we've got Perfect Parlay Pursuit Luke, just Luke, as Dan and Alex are both taking Night Train. Do I have room? Yeah. Perfect Parlay Pursuit. Dan, the Batman, and Alex, the Euro Under King, both taking Jared, the Night Train Gooden, for the upset here over Randy Brown. Now, this is Randy Brown, like I mentioned, has the better strength of schedule. He's fought better opponents, but that thing is, Jared Gooden, he's only been finished once, and that was back in his early pro days. Like, I think it was in Titan FC, you know, like I said, that weird Miami regional promotion, and he hasn't been finished since. His losses in the UFC to Abu Bakr and Alan Jouban have both been by unanimous decision. Whereas in Randy Brown can't say the same. Randy Brown got finished by hammer fist from Nico Price on the back. So that's what got me. It's got me like. And the thing was, Randy Brown, I picked against him, against Alex Oliveira, and he proved me wrong. And the thing is, I picked for him for the upset against Vicente Luque. And Vicente Luque ended up winning. So each time I bet with Randy Brown, he's cost me money, with or against. I went against him last fight, and he ended up winning against Vicente Luque. I took him on the underdog spot because he had that. The Rude Boy, he's got that length. He's a long striker. He's got the reach almost always. He's a bigger fighter for the welterweight division. He's got the reach almost on everybody. He's got, I don't know its exact reach, I didn't write down, but he's got a 1-inch advantage over Jared Gooden, and he's a physical specimen. But Vicente Luque knocked him out round 2. So the thing is, there's two different plays here for me. I guess in Tapology you can't pick two different plays. You have to pick one. So my pick for this co-main event fight is going to be Randy Brown by decision, okay? And that is because I'm a plus money junkie. I got a plus money. It is by decision is plus 200. Okay. However, on a little bit of a hedge bet, because it could totally happen. Like I said, Gooden, he doesn't usually get finished, and if it goes decision, he could, if he rocks Randy Brown a couple good times, he does have that. He knocked out Nicholas Stoltz. I know Nicholas Stoltz is not the Green Mask. That's his name, his nickname. I don't even know what that. Why? But anyway, Jared Gooden has that. He could potentially knock out Randy Brown. Randy Brown's been knocked out before, and Jared Gooden has knocked out people in his past. He knocked out Trent McCown. I mean, I know he's like a Titan FC guy, but I'm just saying it's there. And he's got the higher BJJ belt. He's a BJJ brown belt. I told you Randy Brown's a purple belt. So keep that in mind too. And so I was looking, Jared Gooden within distance. If I was to make a hedge bet, that's what it would be. I'm going to prop it up plus 300 within distance. Either submission, which he's done, rear naked choke, and or knockout if he takes care of Randy Brown before decision. And if you got him just overall, he's 2-1. So Clint, I'm kind of with you. He's worth the live bet. But for Tapology purpose, contest pick, it's going to be Randy Brown by decision. And also, I'm going to parlay Randy Brown with whomever I pick over here. So, moving on. We've got the main event strawweight fight between Marina Rodriguez and Mackenzie Dern. This is going to be a very interesting female fight. I will give you that both. Look at 14-1-2 for Rodriguez. Fantastic. She's like a prodigal. She's like she didn't come from a fighting background like Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern is the daughter to what's his name? I wrote it down. Wellington Diaz. Wellington Diaz is a BJJ legend down in Brazil. He's got all sorts of medals, and he's been doing. She grew up around BJJ, being this guy's daughter. He's like he's in on the website BJJ Heroes. Okay, so Mackenzie Dern, that black belt, 11, only one loss. She is a favorite at -176. Her one loss, though, this is interesting, is to Amanda Ribas. Unanimous decision, okay? That was her loss. But if you do MMA math, Marina Rodriguez beat Amanda Ribas, and she knocked her out in, which round was it? In round 2. She had TKO in round 2 against Amanda Ribas. Mackenzie Dern, that's her only loss, is to Amanda Ribas. So if you're an MMA math type of bettor, which some of you are, plus 151 for Rodriguez. Money has come in on Mackenzie Dern. She was a -155, and now it's a -176. Rodriguez was a plus 135. Now she's even more attractive at plus 151. Speaking about attraction, Mackenzie Dern is a mother. She's married to a surfer, a professional surfer named like Wesley Santos or something. I checked out a little background. Rodriguez, she's single. She don't got time for she got no time for kids. She ain't got no time for relationship. She is on the grind, fighting and promoting different little products just to make a living. But yeah, no changing diapers, no teaching kids how to do anything. Don't have to worry about being a mom. All she's got to worry about is fighting. Keep that in mind too for the underdog. The one-loss underdog. She has 2 draws. One of them was against Cynthia Calvillo, and the other one was against Randa Marcos. No shame in that. Her one loss was a split decision, and that was against Carla Esparza. A split decision. So Rodriguez has never been finished. She's never been submitted. Matter of fact, talk about BJJ legends. She's a purple belt under Alexandre De Souza. Also a BJJ legend. He's in the website BJJ Heroes. He's been to all like similar tournaments as Mackenzie Dern's dad. You know, I don't know about the same years or anything, but still, they're both, her coach, her dad, are both BJJ legends. So, I'm sure Dern is a black belt, Rodriguez is a purple belt, so I'm sure Dern, if it goes to the ground, she's definitely got the advantage. However, if it stays standing up, Rodriguez, she's got a 2-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage over Dern. And she knocked out Amanda Ribas. She has wins over Tisha Torres. Isn't Tisha Torres supposed to have a good BJJ? She had unanimous decision. Her most recent fight is a unanimous decision against Michelle Waterson. Mackenzie Dern's most recent fight is an armbar submission over Nina Nunes. That's Amanda Nunes' wife. It used to be Nina I forgot what her maiden name was before they got married. She has a win over Verna Jandaroba, another BJJ girl that they happen to strike that whole fight. Mackenzie Dern is getting better at striking because she grew up surrounded by BJJ, being that her dad was like a BJJ legend, you know, and all that. But now she's under the training guidance of Trevor Whitman, and he is a renowned boxing and MMA coach out of the Grudge Training Center. She used to be at Black House MMA. I've seen people in the chat say she was kicked out of Black House for some reason. I don't know all that drama, but that's an interesting take. But now she's at Grudge Training Center, that's in Colorado, under Trevor Whitman. Trevor Whitman is known as being a good striking coach, so you got to imagine Mackenzie Dern's striking has been improved, but Marina Rodriguez's striking has already been there. And like I said, Dern grew up surrounded by BJJ. Of course she's going to be fabulous BJJ. Rodriguez, she grew up playing volleyball. I think her family's very athletic. I think I read that her brothers are like professional athletes in other like swimming. And I don't know, but she discovered fighting. She went to like a mixed martial arts class to lose weight because she was like, she had a desk job or something. And it turns out she was gifted. When she went into that ring or that octagon or whatever, the training center, they saw something special in this girl. And look at her now, 14-1-2. The draws, the one loss against phenomenal female contenders in the strawweight division. These, I think both these fighters can go strawweight or flyweight. They bounce back and forth between the two. So I don't know. Just make sure you watch the scales come tomorrow, weigh-in day. Okay, I've spoken enough. Let's see what these cappers have to say, and this one's a little bit more interesting here. Taking the favorite, Mackenzie Dern. We've got Payne. Of course, he's going to say by submission for Dern. Okay, we've got MMA Prediction Guru, Cred Guru also saying submission. He's saying round one. No respect for Rodriguez's purple belt. Nothing. None at all. You gotta remember, Rodriguez, gifted. She didn't grow up doing this. She was picked. She just realized she has a gift. Okay? Stat Diggers. DFS by sub. Wheezy didn't say, but they're still both taking Dern. We got Ray from the Pick'ems podcast taking Mackenzie Dern, the favorite, of course. Like I said, money's been coming in on her too. Bert is taking Dern by decision. Once again, this is not Triple P certified. Perfect Parlay Pursuit Luke and Alex are both taking Mackenzie Dern. However, Dan the Batman going out on himself, on a limb, taking the underdog. Perfect parlay pursuit. Taking the underdog and taking Marina Rodriguez is Dan the Batman. Okay, where was I? Oh, what's going on? Lead is taking Mackenzie Dern. That's what's going on. But what's the dog doing? Just laying here scratching himself. Stop. Leave your hot spot alone. I'll spray you. Vlad, UFC Celebrities and Classics, is taking Mackenzie Dern. Then we've got the MMA fortune teller, the teller taking Mackenzie Dern. And Fight Night picks the older brother, Craig, is taking Dern. However, Matt, Fight Night picks, Matt is on board, and he thinks she's going to get a TKO for Marina Rodriguez. I like it, Matt. I like it a lot. I appreciate you going out on a limb there, taking the underdog. And surprise, surprise, Nick Cap MMA Guru, not to be confused with Prediction Guru, is also taking Marina Rodriguez by decision. Sorry, that's a little messed up there with the line. And finally, it's your boy, eBay's is taking Marina Rodriguez by TKO in the fourth for the underdog and Marina Rodriguez. Now, once again, I'm here at a crossroads because I'm a plus money junkie. I don't bet negative numbers. And I'm taking, like, for tapology purposes, I'm going to take Mackenzie Dern. And I'm going to take her by submission. I think if she does, I guess Rodriguez does get, she has poor takedown defense. And when she does get to the ground, she's fine with just laying on her back and just stalling. Just pretty much defending from submissions and whatnot. I think Mackenzie Dern, with her black belt, growing up the daughter of Willington Diaz, should get the submission. However, you look up the submission prop on BetOnline right now, submission is minus 105. What I just say, I do not bet minus numbers. So I would have to, if I was going to prop pick Dern, I would have to pick the round. And it's a 5-round fight, guys. I don't know. Over 2.5 though. This is interesting. If these over 2.5 is plus 115. So if it goes into third, fourth round, you're getting plus money. That's or fifth round. You know what I'm saying? They think it's gonna. The bookies think it's gonna go under 2.5. And this is a 5-round fight. That's unheard of for female fights. That the bookies are gonna take the violence, especially like, especially if it's not Amanda Nunes or Valentina. And this is a very low-key good fight. This is a good fight. But so that's my pick for my contest, and I'm gonna parlay Dern with Brown. I don't know what that's gonna pay out, but it should be plus money. I mean, probably like a plus 110, something low, because they're both negative. They're both favorites. But I'm also gonna prop hedge bet Rodriguez by decision at plus 400. I want to say Rodriguez by TKO. I know it is plus, I didn't write it down, but I remember it. Plus 350 by TKO. Okay? So, and here's the thing though, like I said, Dern should win. It should go to the ground. She should get a submission. But don't. Black belt. Rodriguez is a purple belt, and her coach is also a BJJ legend. And like I said, she didn't come from MMA. MMA chose her because of her athleticism, and she's prodigal. She's a prodigy. They saw her skills, and she went into the Contender Series 9-0, undefeated. Now she's a pro. She's 11 or 14, 1-2 as a pro, and that one loss was to, who did I say, Carla Esparza by split decision, meaning one of the judges had her win. And the two draws, Randa Marcos and Cynthia Calvillo, okay? And MMA math, she knocked out Amanda Ribas, where Mackenzie Dern lost to Amanda Ribas by unanimous decision. So with those factors, I gotta put a little hedge onto Marina Rodriguez. So I know it's a little confusing with all this red going everywhere, but my contest picks, my picks for Tapology, where you have to just choose one, is gonna be Mackenzie Dern by sub, no bet there, and Randy Brown by decision. However, I am gonna hedge probably half a unit. I'll do half a unit on Gooden within distance at plus 300. And then I'm gonna do, man, this is 5-rounder though, and look at the over 2.5. That might be a play too. I usually don't do totals, but that plus money, I'm a junkie for it. And Dern, it's not like she was knocked out. Her loss was unanimous decision. So I think the TKO is probably off the board. So that's why I probably just hedge bet Marina for the win at plus 150, but I might prop it because I'm greedy and plus 400. So there you have it. To recap. Time check. It is late. Okay, to recap, I've got Randy Brown beating Night Train Jared Gooden by decision, and I've got Mackenzie Dern getting the submission victory over Marina Rodriguez. But I'm going to be rooting and betting for Marina Rodriguez to get a decision victory over Dern. But my picks are the favorites, unfortunately. They are the favorites, okay? So there you have it. Sorry for any confusion. Go ahead, fill the comments without any love or hate. You know, I'll take it all. Just give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate that, guys. I'm teetering so close to 700 subs. I know you can only subscribe once, but go ahead, share it. Tell a friend. Tell your brother. Tell your mother. Tell your sister. Tell your girlfriend. Tell your... Do something. I need to get to 700, man. It's been a week. I lost a sub this week. How's that? I was at 698 last week. Now I'm back down to like 696 or something, I think. Anyway, I'm not one to complain. I do this because I do this for me, and I enjoy this. It's not like a job. I'm not getting paid for it. But man, 700 subs would make me smile, you know? So if you guys can share it, hit like, go ahead and fill the comments. I appreciate it. Good luck on these bets. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to go over after the weigh-ins, like usual, Friday night, as long as Dave's on board. And if he's not, I'll do it myself or get a different guest. But I'm going to go over the entire card. I'm pretty sure Dave is on board. He said earlier this week he's already digging into the research. And I got Real MMA News. Or Real News MMA. Real News MMA, who's always got the documents, always in the chat, giving his... I love the Friday night live stream with the chat room. You guys are so informative. You guys feed me a lot of info, and I eat it all up too, and I put that into play. And yeah, we'll make some bets tomorrow during the live stream and have a good time. So tune in for that tomorrow. It's around 7:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Hope to see you guys then. Good luck on your bets, and have a good night.